Hello, hello, hello. I was having some difficulties for a few seconds. I'll give you guys some time. I know on my title I said big changes because I wanted to start at 444 and I keep seeing 444 all the time, all the time. And angel number 444 is the numbers of major changes. So the only major change I've had that happen is, mom's sicker. So that's it. And I stopped seeing it. But, anyways, so I hope everybody's doing good. I hope you all join me. I hope we have a good time. I got a little visitor. I'm always rescuing kittens around here, but here's the newest rescue. See this little Dusty. See, look at that right down the front of its face. So cute. I know. I know you don't like it, do you? No. You don't want to see. So we had a mama cat got separated from her baby, and we tried to give it back, and it don't want to go back, and the mom won't take it back. So I think it's because a dog tried to get it, and you know, mommies don't want to give up their location of the babies. If one of them gets sent from a predator, they'll scrap that one kid for the rest. It's crazy how animals are, isn't it? But I hope everybody's doing well. You can ask one question like we always do, and I will read. I hope the internet's good, guys. If it's not any good, I'll have to I'll have to we had some rain this morning and late last night. But if, I'll give it some time. I don't think my internet's that great today. But we will give it some time and see what happens. Regardless, I'm here and I'm ready. So, I'm thinking about, I got my part 2 ready of the Gateway series. I got my part 2 ready. And I think I want to do a video on Ohio cryptids since I live in Ohio. And I didn't know Ohio was like one of the spookiest states in the United States, guys. Had no clue. But Ohio is spooky. Which, hey, I've seen some crazy stuff here. So I get it. I totally get it. Let's see. Usually about 10, 15 minutes in, I'll get some people asking questions. I hope you all got notifications. I didn't put my tags in this time. I should have. So I hope everybody's weekend is going well. This little guy finally calmed down. It's okay, baby. It's 6 weeks old. This little kitten's 6 weeks old. It's eating soft food and dry food. But, and it's starting to see shadows. But I'd still wish it got to be with its mommy a little longer. So it's a nice day out. I wish I could transfer this live to my phone and then I could just go outside, show you guys my garden. I got all kinds of stuff growing. I got cabbage. I got strawberries, bell peppers, banana peppers. I have lemon thyme, regular thyme. I have basil, oregano, and I have green onions, carrots, lettuce. I have a lot of stuff growing, guys. I got a regular farm. But, so, anyways, I think I might find my phone and read what the angel numbers mean while we're waiting for people. I just haven't done enough lives lately. I think that's why people are giving up. Let's check it out, baby kitty. This little cat's so cute. Oh. So, yeah, if anybody has a question, just toss it on up there. I'll see what we can do. I did get a email question. Can y'all even hear me? Mute. Testing, testing. I wonder what the deal is. Guys usually are up here by now. You usually have at least one free question to throw down by now. What is really going on? My heart was in it today, guys. I was ready. My heart was in it. If you can't hear me, say something. Make sure you can hear. I don't know, but I've been told we'll have a singing party. We'll talk to ourselves party. Okay, let's see. There's two people watching. Can you guys hear me? Y'all can hear me. I can hear myself. See? Two people watching. Can you guys hear me? Now I can hear. See, I didn't think anybody could hear me at first. I'm listening to myself. See? Sorry. All right, guys. I'm going to turn it down. All right. So, anyways, I'm here. Hopefully, people will jump on. But look at my newest rescue of the week. Look at that face. How cute. Oh, I know it's going to get mad now. It's 6 weeks old. It got separated from its mommy yesterday, and the dog had it. We tried to give it back, and the mom don't want nothing to do with it. So I figured since it got, grabbed by the dog, that the mom doesn't want it to come back to with the rest of the babies. That would make it like, a danger, I guess, to other animals. So at least that's what I read. That's why they do that. But so, guys, I want to read about what 444 means. Because I keep seeing it everywhere, and I read it last week, and 444 is big changes, is what it represents. I'm going to talk a little bit about my mom today because she keeps doing her treatments and she'll fight. She'll fight till she don't fight. But it's interesting because I'm watching her give up. Like she'll give up and she'll do treatment and then she'll get rid of it, whether it's in her brain or in her lungs. And she'll do the treatment for 6 weeks and then they'll scan her and then it's somewhere else. And then we go back through the whole process again. And she says, she's not giving up. When I look at the situation and I think about like if I was going through it, like I don't know if I could fight as hard as her, put myself through that. That's the question really, is put yourself through that because I watch her. She's sick. So anyways, they found 2 more spots in her brain and another spot, and all of her, what are they called, stents have been ruined from radiation and chemo. And so it's looking like, which is what we all kind of thought to begin with, it'll end up being her heart. That because if you do radiation and chemo, it messes up that kind of stuff. So, but that, I think that sucks. I feel bad for her. Like I've had plenty of time. That's why I can talk to you guys now. Like a year ago, I'd cry. But I can talk to you guys now about it, and it doesn't seem to bother me like it used to. But I've had time to deal with it. And she's even had time to where she's even like, hey, if it comes down to it, I'm ready. In one sense, I'm like, I don't want you to say that. I want you to feel like you have a lot more crap to do, right? So then you won't want to quit. But. So angel numbers are a series of numbers that appear together and keep showing up in someone's life in order to send a message. They are called angel numbers. The angel number 444. What is the 444 angel number? Within a set of numbers like the 44 angel number, there are beliefs attributed to specific sequences that give significance to certain aspects of your life, such as love, making decisions, faith, and more. When you see the number 444, it can mean that your guardian angel is letting you know that they're looking out for you. See, I really think that's what it had to do with, because I had communication with my guide that week and then we found that out. So I think that's what it was. It represents clarity and decisiveness. When this number keeps showing up in your life, it means the angels are trying to tell you that they have been preparing you for what is finally coming to fruition. Continue reading to find out. Wow. It's preparing you for something that's about to happen. I really think that's what that was. So, but I've prepared myself for the worst. Plus, where I'm an empath, anything that doesn't get worked out gets worked out after they pass. I've figured that out, like the hard way. People come to me all the time in my family, but I only talked to a few people that have passed for clients, and it worked out pretty good. The client that I read for said that I communicated with his mom pretty well, so that was kind of cool. That was the first time I'd ever done that for someone, a client, but that was pretty cool. So, how's everybody else this evening? I only got 2 people in here, Christine and whoever my secret viewer is. But, well, they left. It seems like it's a nice day, guys. I'm not going to keep everybody very long. If I go up to like 25 minutes and no one showed up for a question, I'll just schedule another live another day. And I have kind of thought about, since it's summer months, I might need to do this earlier in the mornings or later at night because, you know, of it being summer. It's not your baby, Karen. It's not your baby, I promise. I got to get your kids, though. They're outside. So you share it on Facebook. I forget to share on other places. I need to. I need to start sharing it in other places. And I forgot to do my tags. Last week when I did tags, a lot of people, a few people had seen it. But um, when I do schedule another one, I'll make sure to put the tags on there because I'm not quitting. Now I have more time. Guys, my mom wants to help me with my channel. She thought about doing this thing called Ask Granny. My mom is blunt. Like, she's blunt. And so I would have her almost read something scripted so she don't, say something, I guess, that would offend. I'd have to come up with some good questions. And I would really want to do that if I was a little bit bigger and I could get viewers to get involved. But I think I might do that, a segment with her once a week or something. Ask her, ask Granny, ask an older person what they think about what's going on with today's stuff, right? I think it'd be pretty cool. My mom, she wants to do anything she can to help me. But she really just basically wants me to be right by her side until she dies. And I know that's what it is, which is, to me, that's kind of selfish. But who knows how I'm going to feel when I'm dying, right? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how anybody feels, right? When it's that time. I think I'd be like, just leave me the hell alone. Just go away. Let me rot in peace. But so, yeah, I found out that Ohio has people like they have the frogmen. When I looked up what frogmen were, they're just Navy men, right? That's the definition of a frogman is a Navy man. But Ohio actually has people that have supposedly seen real live frogmen. Okay. The other one was the dog man, which the dog man, you find him everywhere. You find him in Texas, you find him in Wyoming, you find the dog man everywhere. The Mothman, of course. Ohio's home of Mothman. What was the other cryptid? I don't know if the rake is something that somebody's seen. Oh, the invisible dude, where he's kind of invisible, but you can like see through him. They say that is common to find in Ohio. Well, one of my favorite channels, Woodward TV, he did a thing today about the invisibility, spontaneous invisibility. I'm going to do a video on that. I found the research. I read it today. It's pretty interesting. So there's a couple of things that I'm going to do. Um, the cryptids, for sure. The invisibility thing. And then I also want to work on something else that has to do with, of course, the energy, moving energy. Billy Carson talks about it a lot. And he talks about how we are frequency beings and how a long time ago, we used to be like when Earth's magnetic field was never messed with, we resonated right with it. And so we were like other animals and we could navigate Earth, you know, with our pineal gland and using our other chakras and other energy fields. And we could perceive energy. And a lot of us can now, but some of us can't because that knowledge has been lost to us. And Billy Carson just did a video on it. And it's funny because I did that video. I don't get as many views. I don't get as many people, I'm still small. And plus, I'm going to just admit, I'm pretty sure that there was some people on YouTube that just did not like me at first. And so it slacked off a little bit. They're not taking my stuff down like they was, but they were taking my stuff down and hitting me with strikes a lot. And I know they've eased up on their policies, but I think whoever the people were that decided that, they weren't so much banning me or shadow banning me as much, but it depends on if you're liked on Facebook or on YouTube, you do good. If you're not liked, they don't. Yeah, you caught alive, Kelly. How are you? I lost your number a while ago. I need it back. I finally got my phone fixed and I can talk on the phone now. You'll have to my email is in there. You can email it to me if you want, but yeah, I'd really like to talk to you. I don't want to miss you visiting. I've got summertime. I'm so glad the kids are out of school. um, well, it's a landline. Let me do it to this one. It's a text now app. Text it to that one. I'll get it. I can't. I can't take calls or nothing on it. Rid of it in a minute, but do it on that one. See, I knew my internet was kind of crappy today. Yeah, so your little friend, yeah, she needs you for a while. She was rescuing that little kitten last night, man. That's all there was to it. She was like, when we found out that its mom wasn't taking it back, but I know it was because of it. Thank you. Wait, so I just showed it. Let me show it. I can't put myself in timeout. I'll delete it on the other page. So, anyhow, I finally got some time, guys. So I'll have my peer recovery service license in a month, and I got a job. I got a job, y'all. I can't wait. Because I want to help give back to people in recovery, and that's what I really want. Oh yeah, I'll have to do it on the YouTube page. That's what I was doing. Thanks. Okay. There I am. I got the volume turned down so it doesn't interfere. Remove. There it is. It's gone now. Haha. No one can get it now. Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm really excited about that. I've studied hard all year for that, and I'm ready. Uh, but yeah, I called. What I was doing is I've been working on this video for a while, and Sarah at Jeebus Crisp wanted to do this video for me. Oh, cool. Cool, Kelly. That's cool. Well, okay, so in Lawrence County, Ohio, just in Ironton, there are 10 rehab centers. The 11th one will be opening up on August 21st. Now, I had asked because y'all have heard me talk about my child. She's 30. She suffers from psychosis. Now, she was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia when she was 14 or 15. She had her symptoms under control. They didn't affect her life until she found methamphetamines. Then it was over. Then the psychosis brought the symptoms out, right? So she don't even know who she is. Sometimes she's God, sometimes she's an angel, and so on. That is a common place in this area. People get psychosis from the methamphetamines. Okay. And sometimes this is what I have read. Oh, cool, Kelly. That is awesome. You keep up that good work, man. We need that. Well, I asked the lady if now there's 11, going to be 11 total in Ironton. South Point, the next village over. Cold Grove has two, the next village over. So in our county, that makes what, 11, 13. Then you get to South Point, you got 14, 15, 16, 17. There's about 17, maybe 20 in our whole county of rehabs. And you mean to tell me not a single one is equipped to handle a person with psychosis? Why is that? Why is that? And I can go get a job right now. That lady told me, she's like, when you're ready to certify, which it'll be the beginning of September, I'll be ready to certify. And she said she'll hire me on the spot. Okay, that's good. But what about funding for mental health practitioners, mental health psychiatrists, psychologists, anybody that can help with psychosis because it's bad in our area? Out of, say, my daughter is 30, right? And out of her friend group, 75% of them are on meth. About 5 of her friends have psychosis. So that's a lot. Can you imagine the next kid? How many friends of them? And so on and so on. That's why I want to do something about this. But also, it needs to be important that when you are telling someone that you think mental health services could do them some good, that you're not making them be afraid that it's a lifelong diagnosis, because they get scared and then they don't want to ask for help and they don't want to get the help because, oh no, they feel like if you put me on meds or you diagnose me with this, it's permanent. People are going to look down on me. They'll think I'm this or that. And I've even asked my daughter, like, if she would consider getting a disability check temporarily because she's homeless, because she can't keep her mind straight long enough to get straight, right? So, yeah, that is the hard part. Funding is hard. She said, the lady said that there was only 2 facilities in the whole tri-state area, which, remember, I'm on the tri-state of West Virginia and Kentucky. So, like, West Virginia, there's one place that will take psychosis. Kentucky, there's one place. Now, all the places in Ohio take the Ohio medical card. But I asked her, how long do you pass on a mental patient before you decide to contact outside help? Because they'll pass them on to rehab, to rehab, to rehab, to rehab, till every rehab is hit in the county, which benefits who? It doesn't benefit the patient. It's not benefiting the patient. It's benefiting those who own the rehabs. That's my only issue. So I asked, there needs to be, yeah, they only have 72 hours that they can keep them in South Point. And the 2 places in West Virginia and one in Kentucky are only allowed to hold them for 28 days. And that's if they get them on mental health meds. They have to be on meds. So there's that. So, yeah, we got a lot of work to do when it comes to helping people on drugs and with addiction behavior. The lady I talked to had 14 years clean. She said she's willing to tell her story. I will be interviewing her. I will be interviewing her. I did, we agreed to that because I was like, shoot, I forgot. This was supposed to be part of my video. I was supposed to record it. I didn't even ask permission. I didn't even record nothing, which I wouldn't have without permission. But I really wanted it as part of a video to do with Sarah. And yeah, I went ahead and talked to her first and then asked. And then she said she would set a day with me and we could do it. So that's good. I mean, that's good. And, you know, hopefully it can help bring awareness. You know, I'd like for people to know also where they're doing what I am starting, what I'm going into in the field for. Hopefully they'll be starting that where I can offer people the opportunity to take rehab or drug counseling instead of, that's fine, Kelly, instead of charges, things like that. Because once they get a poor person in the system, it's hard for them to get out. And in our county, we have that 2% of Lawrence County that never gets tickets, that never goes through the system, that works in the county, and they're fine, they're safe. But then us, once they get any of us in there, that's it. You know, if I wouldn't have stayed under the radar and stayed out of the public eye for my recovery, which I've got 11 years this year now, they would have been on me. They would have been trying to get me again, you know, because that's what they do. Once they have you, they have you. Unless those cops die and go away, if they know that you've been under their radar before and they see you, they're going to stop and try to get you on something again. So there's that. Man, Beth has been putting some cool stuff up. I know what she's talking about with those deaths in the jail. I mean, there's always deaths in Lawrence County Jail. And that one, he's deceased. No, he don't even show up deceased. He is deceased, but he shows up as being released on his own recognizances. Like he just walked out dead, you know. But yeah, and it's funny because we got to get this place cleaned up. I feel like our county, the main problem is drugs. If it wasn't a war, then it wouldn't be a war on the people and they would have nothing to do. You know, I've thought about that. If we stopped the war on drugs, what would the cops have to do? It would totally change the way policing went if they just stopped the war on drugs, which is the war on people. People aren't going to stop doing drugs. Oh, my cat don't mess stuff up. You better go, boy. Anybody want any cats? I'll ship them to you. We'll put them on dry ice. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the jail is bad. And then then they want to talk about, I guess, the jail that they wanted to build, or the lot that they wanted to build the jail. Guys, we've been talking about rebuilding a jail in this county. I'm 47. Sorry, I wish I was 27. I am 27 years old. Okay. No, I'm 47. I've been here since I was 21. They have talked about putting a new jail in Lawrence County every year since I moved here. Okay. And they've not done it. Now, the funding was given several times. Where the funding went, I don't know. I mentioned this when I had my interview with Chili. And then afterwards, I had some people tell me, watch out. But hey, I'm not depressed. And if I say too much and something happens to me, my mom won't quit looking. So neither will my aunt. She's going to live longer. But yeah. No, I don't know. I feel like our county has gotten away with so much for so long. They don't want to change. And I did call just recently, and ask about Bradley Spalgeric and what happened with that case. And they still give the same bullshit story that they're waiting on a judge to be available for that. I think it's been swept under the rug. Because if they had a legitimate judge to look at those cases, he pulled people over and then gave them a ticket for the very drug that he got busted with. So it doesn't make sense to not look at all those cases. I mean, even if it's just a little bitty tiny bit and it was enough to get them in jail that night or a ticket, and that was the officer that it fell under, then that case needs to be kicked out. Any case that cop, that drugs were found on his pullover or his stop, they need to go. They need to go. Vape juice all over the bed. You know what? I haven't been doing good on quitting smoking lately. Glad you brought up the vape. I smoked a pack of cigarettes a couple of days ago, although it's been 3 weeks. My doctor still said that was good, but still, it didn't matter. I feel bad. I want to stick to just one because it's easier to change my habit with this than with cigarettes because I'm so used to. Okay, so are you talking about in Lawrence County, Kelly? The person I suggest that you should talk to is the woman I talked to. Now, I told you guys at the beginning of the video, I remember her name, but I've just drawn a blank. Her husband is a detective. He was a detective in the Ironton Police Force. Yes. Okay, now she is awesome. I really like her. She's got 14 years in recovery, and she runs not Mended Reeds, but Lawrence County Recovery. Yes, we need to talk. She would be more than willing to talk to you, and she said she's willing to share her story. She's the one I was talking about at the beginning of my stream that I'm going to interview. She's the one that gave me a job when I'm ready to license, which is good. I asked her all kinds of questions about the mental health services they provide, what kind of services, and if they do have the right amount of people on staff. Like I asked, do you have a nurse on night shift and day shift? Do you have a physician, a regular physician? Do you have a psychiatrist? Like who creates the case plan? Is it a psychiatrist or a psychologist? Are they drug certified? Who watches the house at night? Are they drug certified? I mean, I asked everything. And are they capable of handling mental health? Because if you're there in a house full of addicts and one of them leaves and comes back and they've done drugs and they're tripping out and they're out of their head, are you qualified to know what to do? Because some of these patients get so out of their head that they think you're evil and they're trying to kill you. So you have to be capable of handling situations like that. I have handled it from experience with family members, and it sucks. However, that's what got me into studying about it and learning about it. I had already done a year in psychology when my daughter flipping out on the porch with a knife, a butcher knife in her mouth, telling me she's going to kill us or the cats because God told her to. I knew she was overdosing. Now, that, my friends, is what I call an overdose. That's overdosing. I don't think they're meeting federal fundings either, Kelly. I will tell you that right now because what I am going into, the part I'm getting certified for is not like, okay, I'll be certified in minimal drug counseling, right? I can't do case plans. I can't do individual therapy sessions. I will be able to do group therapy sessions and recovery peer recovery specialist. So I will help you be able to get a bed. I could help you get the stuff that you need to find the information on other rehabs. I can help you find a counselor. I can take you to NA. I can find you a group. I can so on and so on. But the other stuff I wouldn't be able to do. But they leave people in the house at night that are only like they don't have any certification in drug therapy at all, and they get left in the house at night. And I don't think that's cool. Or what about the house mom during the day? She should have drug therapy counts, or she should CCD, CCLD. She should have some of those qualifications, and some of them don't. And so I think that they hire less qualified people to save them money. I know the night people make $20, $21 an hour. The day people, I don't know what they make, but and then like I said, it depends on what qualifications you have. So I know mostly I want to be working with people in the hospitals, that have come out of overdoses. I want to help them into rehab. I want to be the first person that they see that can say, "Hey, I've done it. I'm good. You can do it too, and I'll help you, and I'll be there every step of the way." And that's the person I want to be. So, and they're putting it more in the hands of peer specialists now, because they want someone that, like when I was going through it and I'm sitting across from a counselor or psychiatrist, I remember one telling me that I was crazy. I don't need you to tell me if I'm crazy or not. I already feel crazy. So I don't need you to tell me that. And then lean into the bad feelings, lean into the bad stuff. No, I would rather lean into my good qualities, my good things. And so I felt like they were always looking down their nose at me. And I feel like if you're in recovery with a peer, someone that can say, "Hey, man, been there, done that. I can understand where you're coming from." They actually mean it. They're not judging me, you know? So I think that would help a lot of people. I really do. But I see some people in the room. If you guys want to shoot a question, you can. Um, if not, I'm going to continue on talking on what I'm talking about. But um, I didn't have my banner up, like, share, and subscribe. It kept kicking off. My internet's not good today, guys. I didn't have but one rainstorm. I thought it was going to be okay, but I didn't want to let you down, so I figured I'd show up anyways, see what happens. But it probably ain't good enough to do questions. And you know what? Now that it's summertime too, I'm probably going to schedule some times to do some outside things, readings and stuff like that, because it's beautiful outside on our farm. I love it outside. I should have scheduled it on the phone today, and then that way I could have went mobile, walking around and talking. I really feel like that it's just crappy today. I don't understand why it's doing that, but it is. I can tell. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that, the 444 and the changes, because I've been seeing that. And you know what was funny is I told you guys that I seen this ship in the sky. It was like a mile long, and it looked like a big old long French fry in the sky. No, I kid you not. But when it started, it was like a dot, like a star, and then it went like a spiral, like it was trying to get established connection. And then poof, this big old ship shows up, and it's a couple miles long. Then I started looking on the internet to see if anybody else had seen anything like that. Then the next couple nights later, I got this rush of love, like whew, shoot through me. And I know when that happens, it's usually my guide or somebody trying to come through and communicate. So I was like, okay, let's go. I immediately went outside to my meditation place. I stuck my feet in the ground. That's what I love about spring and summer. Oh, yes. And I pulled earth, started pulling the energy of earth through my feet. That is a good grounding meditation right there. You stick your feet in and you pull. You imagine earth's energy coming up through your feet, and you want it to come out through your crown and circulate back around and through. And that's what I did. And all of a sudden, my dog, she was with me, she starts barking at stuff I cannot see. So I knew. I knew that my guides were there, and I automatically went on into meditation. And I stopped seeing the 444 after that, because the next day, like I said, that's when I found out what's going on with my mother, and that she's just sicker. This is going to be the year, guys. So you guys can be with me. Okay, that's interesting. That is very, very interesting. All right. I love that, because I learned that they will communicate with us from the other side when we are going through hard times, sometimes when we're going through good times, or the anniversary of their birthday or a holiday or the day that they left. Um, so those are some times of communication right there. And it'll get stronger when they are definitely like they're trying to get you to see what's going on there. I think I lost about 5 people. I don't care. The internet's bad, guys. I think if y'all are getting kicked off, I apologize. I apologize. But I need you guys. So I'm gonna build this channel up and be on here, and well, I just need who I got. I just need you guys. You got the Knight of Swords, which is a messenger. And so that's exactly what's going on, Kelly. You're getting information from your kiddo, because there is something big about to happen in your life that maybe you're not quite aware of, because it has something to do with money too. Over the next 3 months, this is a time frame, but it's coins. Coins are months. So over the next 3 months, something big is happening. And then you've got the ace of coins over top of your head. So that's the other thing that let me know I've grown to love you like a sister too, Kelly. I love all you guys. But yes, I love you too. You and my friend Christine are always right there, man. Okay, so the ace of coins there is for your financial gain, and it shows choosing a path. So, but something's coming up. It's a choice that you have to make, and that's why this is happening. So I think they're trying to help you make a better choice. Your child is trying to help you. He's trying to help you make a better choice. He really is. Um, oh, and it has something to do with the emotions, like the emotional journey that you've been through in the past. Mom, this is something he can help you with. That's what I feel like. Mom, this is something I can help you with. Upside down, which means that, if it was right side, There's something you have to choose between. You don't really care too much about, yeah, money is important, but I don't feel like money is the driving force for you to make the changes that you are making. I know it's cutting in and out. So the changes that you want made, it doesn't matter if you make a lot of money to do it. What matters is, the money that you raise towards the causes is what matters. And that the causes come out that the way that they should. But, and also, Kelly, I'm picking up that he's proud of you. Really, really super proud of you. I'm so glad it didn't cut out for that part. Very proud of you. Voices of the people are what must be heard. Yes, yes. And you've got you got a lot of good stuff that you're doing. I'm so proud of you, and he is too. That's awesome. And he communicates with you. See, Derek was communicating with me just a few days ago, and it was so dang strong. All right, Kelly. All right, guys. It's crappy internet day. I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. I'm going to go smoke some weed with my mom, hang out with her, and go water my garden. I might log back on in a few minutes, though, and show you guys my garden. I'm going to get my phone, make sure it's charged enough, because I want to show you guys what all I have done. Yeah, I'll have to charge it. I'll charge it, and I will log on tomorrow if it's good and show you guys my garden. I can't wait. All right. Remember, be the reason that someone believes in good people. And I will see you guys on the next one. And have a great and wonderful week. Goodbye. I love you all. And just remember that. Just let me in. I'm going to have to end it on the other end.